Let me show you what I got today, guys. So this is kind of special. I was waiting for this for a really long time, and I finally got my hands on one of these. You can barely see it through the bag. So you can barely see it. So it's a mantis shrimp, a peacock mantis shrimp. How is everybody doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Today we are going to talk about really cool creature, the mantis shrimp. This guy is so fascinating, it's so cool. I got a few things that I dig around, and I want to share that with everybody. Now, the mantis shrimp is going to be in a specific species only tank, okay? So let's talk a little bit about that. So when you refer to a specific species only tank, not necessarily as an aggressive specimen that you put in the tank. Sometimes it can be a docile specimen. Well, in this case, the mantis shrimp cannot be in a reef tank because it could damage and kill my other inhabitants. So he has to be by himself in a single tank. The setup is super simple. It's nothing crazy, but I want to go and create like a small reef, a simple reef. So in this video, I'm going to show you the mantis shrimp when I got it. I'm going to show you how is he doing right now. And in the next video, I'm going to show you the setup and the aquascape that I did for him. Okay, so the mantis shrimp, they are not mantis and they are not shrimp, and so they are somatopods. Okay, so there are 400 known species of these crustaceans around the world. Most of them, they live in tropical waters around the Pacific, and some species in the Atlantic and also in the Mediterranean Sea. There are two different types of mantis shrimp. So they are separated or cataloged by the way they hunt. So they have these raptorial appendages, and some are called smashers, which is the one that I have, and others are called spears. If you can see right here, this guy is a spear. This is a spear mantis shrimp that I had. If you can see the appendages, those are the raptorial appendages. So they use this to impale their victims, their prey. Okay, and the smasher is the one that I have, the peacock mantis shrimp. All right, so the mantis shrimp uses a force of around 20 meters per second when it hits something. When this happens, it creates something called a cavitation bubble. So it hits so hard that even the water gets destroyed and creates like a burst of energy. And it's super cool, man. It's like something out of science fiction. The shrimp has something called trinocular vision, and that allows them to see some crazy stuff. They can see polarized vision and ultraviolet. It's not very well understood why they use this, but probably is for hunting or mating. And also, another fact about these guys is that they are really old. Some records show that they were around for 400 to 350 million years ago during the Carboniferous and throughout the Permian period. So these guys, they are really old, okay? They are older than dinosaurs. So the creature is amazing. I mean, it's nothing around it. So the question is, why did I get this thing? When I got into the saltwater hobby, I always wanted to have something cool. The introduction of coral and inverts, that was later on in the as I progressed in the hobby. When I first started, I wanted to have like the cool fish, crazy stuff, you know what I mean? And the mantis shrimp is one of them, and the other one that I don't have yet. Hopefully in the future I can make a species specific for it, is the anglerfish. The angler is a little bit more delicate. It's a cool fish, but it's delicate. The mantis shrimp is a little bit more hardcore. This guy is going to be set up in a mini reef aquarium. Of course, I cannot use crazy corals, so I'm thinking of doing some easy stuff. For instance, some pulse insignia. I'm thinking about microalgae and also a few soft corals here and there. So it creates like the whole environment for the shrimp. Something nice to look at, you know what I mean? So let me show you the shrimp so you can see how crazy this thing is, all right? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to do a quick drip acclimation with this guy. So I have my line right here, and you can see this guy is huge. Check that out if you can see it. He is huge. Okay. Alright guys, so here is the setup for my mantis shrimp. As you can see, it's a big crustacean. Okay, so it's not a shrimp nor a mantis, but regardless, we're gonna keep calling him mantis shrimp. So the setup that I'm running right now is a 10-gallon. It's a regular 10-gallon tank. Okay, I choose to go bare bottom because I want to keep it clean as possible. And also, as you can see, I'm using some red microalgae. That is going to help me out with the nutrient exchange. Also, the flow is being provided by a hang in the back filter, and I have a heater. It's the only heater that I have in all the systems that I own, because the tank is a little bit small and it loses heat quite fast. Okay, so you can see this guy right here, man. I mean, it's crazy. It's freaky looking, man. I really like it. Let me show you how I fit this guy, and that will be all. So I'm using I know some people use like live bait. I don't know, I'm still debating and doing that. What I have, as you can see, is a crab. Look at it. He got the claw. So cool. And those eyes, man. I mean, it doesn't get any cooler than that. Okay. Ooh. You hear that? Everything about this guy is cool. Everything about it. So this is my first mantis shrimp. Hopefully it's not the last. And I'm going to make sure he has a beautiful home and a really happy life with me. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. A couple of things that I want to mention before I go is that the setup that you just saw for the mantis shrimp, that setup is a temporary setup, okay? When I got the mantis shrimp, I had the tank. That tank used to be my quarantine system. It's cycle. It has good bacteria living on it, but I never planned into having anything in there. The mantis shrimp came across and I couldn't pass the opportunity. In the coming video, I'm going to show you what I did to that tank, and the mantis shrimp looks super cool. Another thing is, if you have any suggestions for what type of coral should I put in that tank, let me know in the comments. I'm planning to go super simple. So Pulsa Insignia is something that I want to have. I don't have that coral, and I know it's a pest. Most people don't even like it because it grows so fast. But for this particular setup, I think it's going to look super cool. Also, I might use some GSP that I do have in my main display. I control it because I trim it really often. And I don't know what else, maybe a few soft pieces. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Maybe there is something that I don't know yet. Also, the mantis shrimp is one of my favorite creatures that I have so far. So I'm going to pay close attention on the behavior, and I'm going to keep you guys informed about it. So thank you so much for watching once again, and see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.